So this is the end of the Sustainable Rail Summit. Thanks again to all the speakers and all the attendees and partners and the Rail Europe team, of course, that was here in force. So thanks a lot. What are the key learnings for today? I guess we mentioned this earlier, but we are really in the middle of a train renaissance. In spite of past predictions of decline, the train sector is really on the rise. Everybody wants to travel by train. This comes with challenges as well as opportunities. That is something we like to highlight at Rail Europe, all the opportunities ahead. We already offer loads of ways to travel across several countries and even travel domestically. Train travel is the most sustainable way to travel. Yet there are still a few barriers to widespread adoption. This includes complex cross-border infrastructure, travel arrangements that are difficult to make, infrastructure limitations, industry readiness that is not, super ready, etc., etc. We need to move forward with attractiveness and accessibility, meaning building the right products for the right people to ease the move to rail. And obviously, digital transformation and collaboration will be key in that respect. Now, to close the summit, I would like to ask a few questions to my CEO, Bjorn. So, Bjorn, what are your learnings for today? And I guess they might be a bit different from me.
Yeah, thanks, Judith. And I guess you summarized already perfectly. I just wanted to maybe start with what I said this morning in the beginning. So, Sampo just said, after a couple of whiskeys, he did this and that, and I introduced this morning when I talked to Ross last year. It was not related to whiskey, but it was maybe related to a glass of wine. We had that idea to bring in more rail into autonomy. And for that, after this day, you asked me, Judith, I'm very thankful that first of all you are here, that you were listening, that you were participating, that you were active. That's so good to see also that we had so many conversations in between, that really the audience was participating. Amazing. Learnings, plenty of them, I guess. Yeah, you mentioned a couple of those. But for me, the most important point is that we're bringing together the right minds and really having this willingness to change something and to create something and to take decisions and to take responsibility for the mobility industry, but specifically also for the rail industry. And this I could feel all day long. And yeah, this is what makes me proud personally. And what's actually our common success after quite a long day.
Great. I guess you partially answered my second question, but what did you enjoy most today? Except for my speech, of course.
I will end with your speech, Judith, but let me start. Yeah, what I enjoyed the most is really that we called this Sustainable Rail Summit, but we talked about mobility. Yeah? And this is exactly also a kind of mind shift. And we had this so often today, incumbents and state-owned carriers. And yes, the railway industry has a huge legacy, and we are very slow, and we need to plan for decades in advance, etc., etc. But things are getting more and more combined, and we see, we are talking about a mobility chain even out of rail perspectives. This is definitely what I enjoy very much. Second is, I was looking at this panel we had this afternoon, and this was a very diverse one. And I'm not talking about genders only. Yes, we had 3 females and 3 males, I guess. But we had 6 nationalities, 6 different nationalities in 6 people. And we had completely different backgrounds in terms of policymakers and operators and private or state-owned companies, etc. And this is exactly what we need in our industry to collaborate more, to really look more collective in the future, because the topics we discussed, and I don't know who recognized this today. I said in the beginning, and the word sexy, I guess Sampo mentions so oft sexy, even more than I do usually, But looking on the last 10 years in mobility, everyone was talking about mobility as a service. MaaS, what was this word? And no one was interested 10 years back in rail and the improvements and the increase and the growth, etc. Now, we could have the feel that it's exactly the opposite. Because, investments are lacking, maybe mobility as a service was a bit over-promising at some stages, and now everyone is talking about rail, and that's a solution, and will help a lot with all our society challenges and so on. And we need to be aware that the truth is somewhere in between. And this is exactly what I liked as well, that we found, or we discussed at least, many solutions today, and actions we can take, and not only talking about nice concepts.
Cool. One last question. What would be your advice to your peers, industry players for the future, and also to customers willing to travel by train?
So to the peers, I guess I answered already. Let's really stay active and in action as the entire industry. We know everything. I heard, I don't know, we do have technology. Yes, maybe we are still lacking on policies or on maybe a bit more sticks instead of carrots, etc., etc. But we do have everything. We do not need to wait. And I talk, let's say, for the European mobility industry, until we have this and that and reach this and that. Let's do it. That's quite easy from my point of view. And for the railway customers, I guess we also know the needs, actually. Very much we discuss the needs. We discuss also the behavioral changes today. And let's invest together in convenience, in safety and price. We discussed that this morning. And this will allow us, in parallel, to really get our climate or sustainable topics, maybe not solved, but let's say stepwise into the right direction.
Thank you, and thanks to all of you for this brilliant day. We will be back in a few minutes for the award ceremony.
You can have the applause in 10 seconds. Before you leave, and Judith does not know this, of course, but I would like to have Justine and Judith here on stage just for 1 minute. This is our communications team, actually. Judith, communications manager. Justine is leading the department. And I said when I had the discussion last year with Ross in Berlin, I agreed already during our dinner, yes, we will do this. Justine didn't know, Judith didn't know, and they took over really brilliantly. And I always say internally, yes, we are not an event agency. We are a tech ticketing platform, and we really did our best the last days and weeks, and you can imagine it was a huge effort for us to set this up all day long. So a big thank you from me personally and from us entirely. And we have 2 little presents for you, of course. Sweet stuff, macarons, to enjoy at home.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you. So now I hand over to you, Judith. Thanks.
Thank you, everyone. We will be back in a few seconds. We need to organize the stage.